My eyes burn! My throat burns! Oh no, I missed! No! Yes! No! God dang it! Hey everyone, welcome back to Forza Horizon 6. Today though, we're not going to be doing our usual sort of career gameplay stuff. We're going to be doing the barn finds, because I got a couple of those that I need to find, or the treasure cars rather. I got a couple treasure cars I need to find. And I think the...
Seaside parking maybe? Let me know when you find it.
That one's going to be a bit tough. So we're going to try to look for the treasure cars here, considering they're not barn finds. We'll actually have to swap into something else. But... see, this one's gonna be tricky. This American classic has been spotted out the back of the Minimum Region's golf course clubhouse. I didn't know there was a golf course clubhouse. All right, we're gonna change car here. I don't really know what I want to drive yet. I don't have a lot of Dodges, sad to say. Don't want to use the Viper for this quite yet, I think. Something that's akin to a Dale. I suppose the Type R will have to do. Like I said, sorry I don't really have many more like American cars for this right now. It's also sort of the closest thing to my IRL car. My 2016 Dodge Dart, Xavier, also known as Project D-Dart. So, do please watch those videos, if you haven't already. Been loving doing the build on that car. And there's a lot of videos that haven't yet gone up for that. A lot has changed with that car, even since the last video. So we got the treasure car. Alright. So that region, golf course clubhouse. I just need like the region names. Other players. Landmarks maybe? Try treasure cars. So that might be the region. Maybe. The problem is I'm not... Thank you.
Every region here is unique, offering a different side of Japan to explore. Discover, take pics, and drive every road you can.
Okay, this is actually really helpful. So we got Tokyo City, Nangan. Probably got that wrong. Ito, Legend Island. God, Ito's a huge region. What the hell? Alright. Sotoyama. Takashiro. Oh, okay. So it's here. And it's also a pretty damn big region. Alright, so the question is, where's the golf course? I think it's this one. I think it's that area. If it's not that, it's gotta be that. Alright, I will see you guys when we get there. Alrighty everyone, so we're about a mile out. About a mile out from the supposed golf course.
Turn right.
This is a really interesting little back road here. Ah! Whatever golf course. So, wait a minute. If we go back to that little clue here, that should be right near the front. I mean, right near the front. You have all these posts. It might just be... I think I see it. It's kind of difficult in the dark, but it's literally just behind this little shop. Let me just back up. Drive in here forward. Come on. There it is. Let me get the thumbnail here real quick. Yep, I did not mean to... Okay. It was a lot cooler being in the dark where you couldn't really tell. But yeah. So there you go. That is the first. We're going to set this to default. I'm going to go change the contrast a little bit. We're going to pump up the color a little bit. We're going to change The temperature. Forza's always, when it comes to the temperature in Forza, it's always just a little too cool. It's too cool in Kelvin. So no, no, I didn't want to do that. Photo mode here. It's always just a little bit too cold looking, so I always pump up the temperature by about 1 to 3 points, sometimes 4, depending on the look that I'm going for. Nice. I have to remember to do that because I don't have any like Horizon promo stuff. Nope. And then hide UI. All right, cool. So there we go. We have finally found the 1969 Dodge Charger. And I like that they do this for cars that they've had in the game for a little while, because it makes things more unique.
There it is. This car was a big deal in Hollywood, you know. Right now, you couldn't tell, huh? Let's get it clean. That's more like it. This beauty has to be one of the most recognizable and classic American muscle cars.
Yeah, no, we'll drive it now. Hell yeah. Doesn't show me getting into the car, it just shows me actually already in it. All right.
See how it drives. The 69 Charger just oozes cool, right? It's not just a pretty face, though. It laid the groundwork for Dodge's Daytona, too. What a find.
Hell, this car was a legend in its own right, sans the Daytona. Nice, though. But yeah, this is what I was saying. What I like about this game is cars that have been in the game, that have been in the franchise really for a while, instead of just making them buyable and giving you no progression, you have to find these cars. I'm sure a couple of people are going to be a little disappointed and say, well, this car's been in the game forever, you know, why do we got to find it, blah, 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 blah. But this, as far as I understand, is actually a relatively popular car, so it's a good idea making it one that you actually have to look for rather than just easily buy. Again, it really helps with progression because they're going to add more cars later, but you're going to be able to buy them or they're going to be part of the playlist. So how do you have progression?
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
How do you have progression with existing cars? Basically, how do you reuse existing assets? And this is honestly a very decent way of doing it, especially with such an amazing map like Horizons Japan. So we found the Charger. We're going to look for, I think we'll look for one more, just because that's probably what we're going to have time for. Right by the bridge, but it's not right by the bridge. I'd almost rather do the Ford GT, but we'll start with the Figaro. Forgotten in one of the city's car parks near the iconic Rainbow Bridge. See, it says it's near, but it's not. Gotta figure out where the Rainbow Bridge is. So I'm assuming it's got to be that one. And if it's there or there, it might be... Might be in this part of the city? Because the thing is, it's a straight bridge with a car park, so it can't be this one. And you can see it. Yeah, so it's gotta be... It's gotta be there. That's what I'm going to go with. Before we do that, though, let me... Oh, yeah. See, I want to upgrade... I'd like to upgrade the car, but I got to figure out how to get home quickly. Online, convoy my Horizon. I don't have an estate. There we go. Return home. Because what we're going to do right now, actually, is upgrade the Charger, and then we'll go look for the Figaro. Alright, let's see all of what we can do to it. I'm going to leave the engine because I always like running the stock engines. Because I usually end up running... If I'm going to change the engine, it's going to be the Viper V10. And I usually have enough Vipers to satisfy that need. So I'd rather run the original engine as it is. No interesting new hoods. I don't really want to do the Dom. The Dom thing and just do that. I could. I totally could. Not going to. We're going to push the track with that. You can push the rear track width, but not the front. That's cringe. Let's see. Oh, no. I wanted to increase tire width. We got a good bit of money. I guess the front track width is mostly okay. And then rear, we can get 345s. Some real schmeat on them. Let's see, sport. Trying to see slick race tire. Do they have the vintage? White walls would be interesting. I'm not going to go for that. The vintage race, sure. I think we'll actually do the cringe thing and go for Kragers. I got to figure out which wheel type the Kragers fall under because I have no idea. Specialized. That would make sense. Oh, wait, duh, they're American Racing wheels. So I was looking for the branded. There you go. That. Actually, didn't we did that on the Super B, so let's not do that. We're going to go for a very different American Racing wheel. Still going to go American Racing, but not that. Let's see. Trying to find a spoke design that I like. Love the Krager SS lookalikes. Ooh, that's actually like what was it? The rally wheels that Dodge used to have way back when this car and the E-Body Challenger would have existed. I like that. It would make more sense on the Challenger because I think the Challenger's the one that had it. But that is actually really nice. We're only going to go up to 16 because otherwise it looks pretty weird. 16 front, 17 rear, I'm going to say. We're going to lower the car a good bit. Let's see, do I want to do the... We could also do the rally. You could do drift. We're not doing that. The rally, we're definitely not doing that. I only want a fairly modest drop. I don't really care to modify the suspension on this car because it's pretty much just going to be the car that I use exclusively for these treasure finds. So we're just going to make it a pro touring setup, basically. I don't really want the roll cage. The roll cage is perfectly fine in a in a real race car. I don't like looking through it in a street build, though. We're definitely fixing those brakes. Let's see. You can see the difference. Cool. Yeah, I don't like looking through it in a street build, though, so that's why I usually don't go that far. Can have a 10 speed. We're not doing that. We're definitely going to go for the race transmission, the carbon race drive shaft, then the race diff. Then we're going to help this car breathe better. Wish they would add in like better induction noise, but it is what it is. The race one's the only one that's different. Shame. Shame. Then we're going to add a cam, because we top out just before 6,000 RPM. That's almost 10,000 RPM! Are you... That's a bit much, but... That's good enough. That is perfectly good enough. We're going to go for a lighter flywheel. Let me see what kind of power we're making. If we made 500, I'd be good with that. I wish also when changing the displacement, yeah, that's perfect. 500 horsepower, 530 pound-feet of torque. Perfect. Also, I really wish that when you change the cams, it would have an impact on car sound too, like it does in a real car. But, baby steps. We got this far at least. So, you could do the inner barrel. Sweet. Will you notice it? We're going to go for like a Challenger Rally Redline, that V6 Special Edition. We're going to go for that because I think that'd be interesting. We got rims 2. No idea what. Ah, gotcha. I see. That is actually kind of sick. I don't know about you guys. That's kind of sick. Could darken it out a bit. Then we got rims 1, which I think is the red part. No, okay, got it. So that is the black got it. So you could go for a full white finish, or we could do this. Kind of curious. Okay, I didn't really change anything here. So we got the factory colors that we could change. Not entirely sure what look I want to go for yet. I really want to do the blue because I love... Like, dude! Just look at that. That is awesome. With the white stripe, too. Oh. Really want to go for that, but if it were up to me, I would always go, oh! See, if that blue was darker, it'd be better than this green, but because that green is dark, dude! Oh yeah, we gotta go for that. That's perfect. The red's not bad. This is a very classic look. Very classic look. But it's gotta be that forest green. That is just gorgeous. Then, oh, we could change the... Nice. We're not going to be doing that, but it is very nice. What we will do, however, is change the wheels to match. We can fine-tune it, but I'd rather get... Let me see. We have metal low flake, metal high flake. Thank God they finally did that. Metallic glitter. Ooh. Hell yeah. Alright, so we're going to go for that. We're going to go... green. I want to pump the saturation of that a little bit. Oh, that's the low light. Change the highlight. Because the highlight is what is normally the actual color. We're going to pump up the saturation. There you go. And then we're going to darken it a bit to match the car. Alright. And then I'm kind of curious what the low light... If we go full black, that should make it... Like, it makes it really, really dark. Let's pop it up a little. Let's see. Make it a little more true green. I'm going to go 1 above 18. 1 above 18. That should do it. Good. And then we got rim 1. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Or we could go white and try to match the stripe there. I don't know. Or we could go red, because there is a... If you can't tell... Let me get rid of this real quick. You see there's a slight red outline there. I don't know. I actually like the reflective silver a good bit. So, that's that. Now, let's go find that Figaro. Car should be a good bit faster too, considering we lightened it. $7,000 RPM red line. Thank you. So let's see where it's sending. Oh, right. I chose that.
10 sharp left.
Okay, I think that's the bridge. Is that the bridge? That can't be. Like, to see it from that side, we'd have to be in the water. We would have to be in the water. So we're not there. We've got to be somewhere here. But that's the only bridge that actually looks like that.
Turn sharp left.
Steering's very sloppy, even though I changed the...
You have arrived at your destination.
Pretty sure I changed the anti-roll bars. Like, the car is very slow to turn. It also weighs a lot, though, I forgot. A, old school suspension geometry. B, yeah, okay. Let me back up real quick. That is the bridge, but this is not the location. We're on the wrong side of it. Oh man, where could it be? This one's actually going to be a bit tough. This one's really going to be tough. A, because it's just a spaghetti network of road here, as you can obviously tell. But then B, let me, hold on, while I'm here, connect this road, that way I don't have to deal with it later. Where is the parking lot for this? Where is the parking lot for this? Because I feel like maybe, just maybe, for that highway, or rather that bridge, like it could be over here. Looking back. Because when you look at the image, right, that would make sense.
Round when it is safe to do so.
Got a BMW M8 Comp. No idea what that's for. I think it's a used car buy. Let's see if we can't go to the other side of the bay and find this Figaro.
You've arrived at your destination.
Okay, so we should be relatively close to where that image was taken. Yeah, this is the right angle. Now we just need the parking for it. We're on top of it. I can feel it. So that angle is super, super close. Where art thou? What's up? I think they're taking an image of my sick charger. Wait. Is that it? Is that it? That's it! There we go! Found it! See? So it was over here. That is a tricky little spot, because it's not easily seen on the map either.
Wait, that's the same color, same everything as my uncle's Figaro. Did he? Is this his? Now, I know what color it was because the Figaro came in 4 colors. One for each season.
That's it? We'll store the car in the garage. I don't feel like driving it right now. But that is sick. This is a neat little place.
All right, it's in your garage.
A neat little parking spot. Like, this would be cool for really, really small meets.
For an amble around the forest roads. Maybe park up outside a cafe in the city. A real leisure car.
I will say this Charger either needs more power or it needs less weight. Because it does feel just a little bit sluggish for my liking. Both in the handling department and in the acceleration department. Like, it's pretty brisk, but it does feel like it's struggling to accelerate. Oop, I crashed. Yeah, the mass is a bit of a problem. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video of Forza Horizon 6. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, share, and consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Please make sure you hit the little notification bell, and then all notifications, that way you're notified every time I upload. I will see you all next time.